Hello, this is Julia. We are going to do self-massage for the shoulders, for kind of like that upper back area. So it's gonna feel sensational, and I'm gonna start on the floor, and then I'll give you a quick wall option. So because if you carry a lot of tension in your upper back and in your shoulders, the pressure of the balls might be a little bit too much. Also, it depends on what kind of balls you are using. I'm using yoga tune-up therapy balls, so they are just soft enough and hard enough. So, but if you're using a tennis ball, that might be a little bit too much. So, switch to yoga tune-up balls. So maybe find something else. Try it, see how it works. I'm just gonna quickly go over the areas that we'll be working on. So we're gonna start with this upper portion, kind of like this upper traps, going just on top here, okay? Then we're gonna be moving down between the shoulder blades and the middle of the shoulder blades, and then the bottom of the shoulder blades, and maybe below the shoulder blades as well. So I will be starting on the top, and I'll only do one side. You will do the other side as well, of course. And then we'll be moving to that between the shoulder blade area, and I will be sliding. I think I will probably be sliding that direction. So you'll see. You will also need a block. It's going to be optional, but if you have one, make it ready so that you can play with it and see how you feel with the block and with no block. So you probably want to have your hair up so that it's not going to be stuck between you and the balls. All right, but before we get there, I always like to do assessment. So it's going to be just a quick assessment. So you can have your knees bent or legs straight, however you would like to assess yourself, and just bring your awareness to your upper back and the shoulders against the floor. Just going to notice which shoulder you feel more connected to or more connected to the ground. Just going to bring the awareness to the space between the floor and the shoulder. How does it feel? Notice the space in between here. And then just take a few breaths. So if you're familiar with a three-dimensional breath, which is going to include inhaling and expanding through the ribs, back, sides, front. Just going to notice how your breath feels. Notice also where your head position is, how much space you have under the neck. All right, and basically the purpose for our self-massage with the balls is the same as you would get from the actual massage. Just stimulating the blood flow, circulation. It's a quick warm-up if you are doing like yoga or some other kind of workout. It also allows you to get connected with what is happening in the back of your body. So don't be surprised if you find some interesting spots that you usually don't feel, but here they might come to the surface. So I'm going to take one ball and I'm just going to place it on top portion of the shoulder, just like if you feel your shoulder blade, I am right at the top above the shoulder blade. So this is where sometimes tense points are. And then from here, I'm going to lift my pelvis up and just see if this pressure is okay, because it's going to increase the pressure on the ball. If that feels okay, then you don't have to work for it. You can just use the block, and you can definitely go higher with the block. It's really your choice, depends on what you're experiencing with your shoulder. And then from here, we're just going to start doing this motion. I'm pushing and pulling through the feet and the legs, bringing the ball up and down in that small area. Oops, and if you lose it, go ahead and reset it. So put a little bit more pressure. You can also start doing some motion with the arms. And perhaps when you get a little bit more proficient with it, you can do two balls at the same time. And then now I'm gonna cross fiber, just going side to side in that area. And I'm using my whole body to create that motion. And again, you can do all kinds of motion with your arms. That's gonna bring a little bit more sensational experience. And if you're okay with that, you can take the block off and just kind of use your pelvis as well to create that space and the motion and movement in that area. So you don't have to spend too much time, maybe like 30 seconds, 1 minute is max. And now relax. Notice your one shoulder and then the other. And then from here, I'm going to be placing, so I have to move that way because I'll be moving that way. So now I'm placing the balls just at the top of the shoulder blade, between the shoulder blade area. And I'm placing them together so they're not far away from each other, but they're on either side of their spinal column. Okay, and again, just gonna see how it feels without lifting the pelvis. And then maybe lift the pelvis a little bit and just go up and down, sliding up and down. And that might be a very, very sensational experience. It all depends. But it's good to know what's going on there. All right. And then I'm going to place my head on the floor. If it's not comfortable, you can always use a block for your head and just place the block and see if that gives you a little bit more sense of comfort. And then we're going to be doing the shoulder motion work. You're going to reach the arms up, spreading the shoulder blades, creating the space there, feeling the pressure of the balls. And keeping the arms up, you're going to drop the shoulder blades down and in, squeezing them and squeezing the balls. And again, you're going to inhale, reach, exhale. Inhale, reach, exhale. Okay. And then we're going to be rolling that way. So I'm using my feet and just gently rolling over the balls, coming to more or less the middle portion between the shoulder blades. Okay. And then from here, you can again create that push and pull. You can just keep the pelvis on the floor. You can lift it if you'd like. So it's whatever feels good to you. You can also create a little bit of hugging here, just rocking side to side. Notice how it feels. And then again, we're going to try to reach the arms up, spread the shoulder blades, and then squeeze. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze. And inhale up, exhale, squeeze. Inhale up and squeeze. So I'll be moving that way again. And now you should be close to the bottom, still between the shoulder blades. And again, you can lift the pelvis, go up and down, see how that feels. Creating just kind of a pulsing sensation. And then from here again, we're going to go up and down, or protracting and retracting the shoulder blades. Giving yourself a hug, rocking side to side. All right, and then of course from here, if you really want to test your upper back, you're gonna go all the way up and all the way down, still staying between the shoulder blades. Just got stuck into my necklace here, and going up and down. So if your tissues are all pliable and nice, you're gonna have a great experience. If they're not so pliable and nice, you might feel a little bit more sensitive in some areas. So now I just placed my therapy balls here, all right, underneath the shoulder blades, maybe like half an inch down. So where I feel that extension of the upper back here, so that lift of the sternum. So it's a nice kind of mini cobra position. So you can stretch your legs if your lower back is fine, or if it feels not so happy, you can have your knees up and just feel that nice lengthening through your thoracic spine. All right, and then from here, you're gonna try to roll over, gently remove the balls, and then just come back to your reassessment. So if you had your knees bent, reassess there. If your legs were straight, reassess with straight legs. And just notice how it feels. Perhaps you feel a little bit more connection to the ground. Perhaps you feel a little bit less archy. And if you try to breathe again three-dimensionally into your rib cage, perhaps you feel more movement of the breath in your rib cage. So that's a massage on the floor, and I'm just gonna give you a very quick rundown of the same movements, but at the wall. Okay, so you're gonna place again one ball here at the top of the shoulder blade. So you might just kind of stand sideways, and you're gonna be doing that side to side motion, right? Just gonna do it kind of quickly, and it's very normal to lose the balls. You just have to get used to it and reassess, and then go up and down. I also like to do the motion from the shoulder blade to the spine, from the shoulder blade to the spine. So what you can do here, start at the middle and go up and down as you're going side to side. So it's kind of like zigzagging. All right. And then, of course, with the two balls, so I'm going to place them between the shoulder blades. And again, here, I'm just going to go up and down. Of course, that mini cobra is going to be a little bit more challenging to achieve here. Plus, this position might also be a little bit different, but you can still play and try, or try and play. And yeah, use the wall for your support and notice how that feels. So here we go. This is your therapy ball massage, or really mobility work before your main workout, or just going and sit at the office again.